Well, hello YouTube. This is my father's backyard. So, this video is intended mostly for my friends. Anyone else who wants to watch it, watch it. It's a hammer-in with blacksmiths and whatnot. So today we had a hammer in here. My dad had all his blacksmith buddies and Masonic brothers out here. About 17 people showed up, so it was a really good day. Now I'll just get right into it. I made myself an awesome knife. I'll show you it towards the end of the video, maybe even during. Right here is one of the forges. This one obviously isn't going right now, but you can see the coal in it. Buckets of coal. We got some anvils and hammers just kind of floating around here. I made my blade from a railroad spike, which all my friends know my favorite threat against someone is I'll shove a railroad spike through your forehead. I gotta be careful with that now. But you'll see some in here in the stump against that, and we got a whole bunch scattered around. A bunch of us made our knives from railroad spikes today. I showed you the coal forge a minute ago. This here's the gas forge. You can see it going right now. It is quite hot. About a foot to 2 feet in front of it is just ridiculous. I tell you, I almost burned my face a few times trying to get my metal in and out of there. There is the metal in there right now. I'm not sure who's working on that piece, but we got some people working still. Just a few of us left at this point. Now, where was I going with this? This is the majority of where I spent my time working today. Alright, so I've done showed you the forge here. I spent a good share of time with the anvil. My dad gave me a lot of advice and assistance and help. So these are the tongs here. We got a whole variety of them for a whole bunch of different uses. The biggest ones you see there are for a shovel, I think Dad said, for making a shovel. Over here he is doing some grinding on some metal there. And there's some more grinding going on back there with him. Today was a pretty awesome day. I started off working my metal, railroad spike obviously. This is how it started looking like this, and I'll show you what it looked like in a few minutes alongside that. After I worked the metal and lengthened it a good bit with a hammer, you lengthen it with this end. If you do it this way, it gets longer. This way, it gets wider. I learned a lot today, and I'm happy. After I lengthened it, brought over here the press, used a wrench to twist it. So I got a nice twist in my handle. After that, I got the shape of the blade going on. And of course, in and out of the forge, because it cools down real fast. Much faster than I thought it would. And you'll see this nice glowing hot piece of metal right here. My dad's doing some work on it. So, he's the one who had that piece of metal in the forge there. So, like I said, I worked out the shape of my knife after I did the handle. So I hammered it out, widening it and lengthening it, getting it where I needed it. After that, I actually took it over to the grinders over here and ground out kind of a prelude to the bevel on what I was going to have on the knife. I made my knife where I want it. From there, I did some grinding and some more grinding, and eventually got a nice little bit of a blade to it. And once I got there, we brought it back over here to the forge, superheated it, left it in far longer than we regularly would have, so much so that it lost its magnetivity, so it was no longer magnetic. And while it was briefly that hot, we quickly dunked it in the water here to harden it, because once it reached that hardened state, it's pretty much there. And I'll tell you, this is the fourth time I've made this video. too big each time, so I'm trying to be quick about this. And I'll tell you, I got myself some real fine cuts here off this blade. This awesome blade that I am extremely proud of. Did I say I'm proud of it? Because I think I'm pretty damn proud of it. That I made with my father's assistance and help. There's that twist and whatnot. Rounded it out and then made the blade shape there. I'm quite proud of this. And like I said, I would put it up against that other railroad spike so you could see where it started. It looked just like this when I started. And now we're here. After I finished the blade. I am extremely proud of this knife I made. So I'm going to put it back in the sheath so that so I don't cut myself again. That'd be quite brilliant, wouldn't it? Alright. So this here is my dad's friend, and he doesn't like his name on Facebook and whatnot, so we'll just call him Ghost Rider Man, whatever he calls himself on Facebook. Because he doesn't want his name out there. This feller is Larry. He's working on a knife with his daughter right now, and he's kind of getting the shape for it down. Let's see that knife real quick. So that is turning out quite nice. That's all been done today. And mind you, if I seem a little idiotic right now, I have some really good rum and coke in me with me. Blackheart 93 proof, really good rum. Anyways, that's his daughter there. My dad and his buddy, they're working like I said. Today has been an amazing day. I don't know if I said this yet, I said it in other videos. About 17 people showed up today, and my dad didn't know if he was going to have 10 to 100 because this was put up on a Masonic mailing list that went statewide for Missouri. So there was a potential for a lot of people. It was a good day, lots of hanging out, lots of good food, which I didn't quite eat a lot of because I was focusing mostly on my knife. But yeah, today was a pretty good day. I learned a lot. Once again, this here is my father.
Howdy.
Second time I got him on camera saying howdy.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, like I said, this over here was the gas forge. This is the one I worked on for most of today. Over here. We only end up using 2 of our 3 forges. We never really had a reason to ignite the 3rd, even though we intended to if we had 10 or more people, and we never did. But I think this was an extremely successful day. I learned a lot. It was a good hammering, and I'm rambling, I'm pretty damn sure. So, I will call it an end. Do you want to show the knife you were working on, or?
Yes.
Yeah. In one of the earlier videos, he was upset that I didn't show his knife. So, this is the knife he made. And his turned out pretty awesome, too. This is the first knife my dad actually made, and I tried to mimic his somewhat, but I kind of put my own flair on it. So today was a pretty good day, and at 10:01 is where it stopped me earlier, so I'm going to stop it here just before 9. So you all have a great day, YouTube.